What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this channel, we explore the world of exotic cars, reviews, insights, and high-octane adventures. So if you're into that kind of content, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more. So let's not waste any time, guys. Today, we're going to look at the McLaren W1. This is the successor to the McLaren P1. It's producing over 1,200 horsepower. It's a 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, guys. Top speed of 217 miles per hour. So it gets up and goes, guys. It is not faster than the Ferrari SF90. Keep that in mind. But it is meant to be the successor to the Trinity McLaren P1, guys. So if you know the Holy Trinity, we're talking LaFerrari, Porsche 918, and the McLaren P1. Ferrari has announced their successor to the Ferrari LaFerrari. They haven't named it yet, but there have been spy photos of it. Porsche has kind of leaked a couple little hints that towards their 918 Spider successor, guys. So looks like we're going to have a round two of the Holy Trinity coming at us, and it's going to be some high horsepower cars, guys. Over 1,000 horsepower is what looking like they're all going to be. This one is, like I said, over 1,200 horsepower, 1,258 horsepower, guys. So it gets up and goes. I do have a couple gripes with the car. I'm not a big fan of the doors. I like the gull wing doors, but it's just not McLaren. So it's a little odd for me to see that on a McLaren, and it's going to take a little time getting used to that, guys. So they're calling it the real supercar, right? So this is meant to not replace, but be the successor to the McLaren P1. The McLaren F1, obviously, we know is legendary, guys, but there it is. Look at it. It looks pretty sweet. I do like the McLaren swoosh in it. The wing is kind of odd to me. I got to be honest with you. I've been taking a look at the wing and trying to let it grow on me. I'm not a big fan of how it extends and whatnot. It's like a long tail. So I'm not the biggest fan of the wing as of right now, but I'm sure it's going to grow on me. When I first saw the McLaren 720, I wasn't a fan, but now I love that car. So there it is, guys. It is pretty sweet. It's obviously got a lot of aerodynamics going on. We're talking about McLaren here, so typically they are going to have a lot going on and everything in their design. Everything is there for a reason. So I actually read that the doors are gull wing for more aerodynamics, but look at that wing. Look how that wing kind of extends out there. It's nothing. I've never seen anything like it before. So it's exceptional aero is what they're calling it, guys. Check that out. Pretty sweet. And from what I understand, it is producing a lot of downforce, guys. This is no joke. And I like it. It's got these fixed bucket seats, which I've never seen in a McLaren before either. I've never seen them in person, I should add. And I mean, but they're pretty sweet. From my understanding, it is to lower the weight. But let's take a look at the car. So the first photos that I saw of it, I wasn't the biggest fan. Then I saw these track kind of clips of the car, and it's growing on me every time I see it. So it's not a P1. For me personally, I'm a big fan of the P1. This looks like a McLaren P1 mixed with a McLaren Senna with gull wing doors. There they are. The gull wing doors, little dual exhaust in the back, the W1 badge, of course, and here it is in the papaya. It is pretty sweet. I mean, I can't say it enough. That wing is like nothing I've seen before. So I cannot wait to see one of these in person. Love the scoop. I love the back end of the car. People are saying it looks like a C8, and I do see that. I see that. It kind of does resemble a little bit of a C8, and someone else said it looks like a Lykan Hypersport. I see that also. So I think all these cars are going to kind of sort of end up looking very similar as these companies chase aerodynamics and function over aesthetics, guys. But like I said, I saw a couple of these clips of it on the track, and there, look at that carbon monocoque right there. Absolutely sweet, guys. That's going to keep you safe, and it's got those fixed bucket seats, so the steering wheel and the pedals will actually come towards you, which is interesting. It's a cool vibe. It's definitely a race car type of situation, and it's definitely a car that was meant to lower the weight. And they did that. They got those fixed buckets. The steering wheel is definitely nothing like I've seen on a McLaren either before, so that is pretty cool. It's got two buttons on there from my understanding. It's an aero button and a boost button, so that's pretty sweet. The boost button will give you max power for a short period of time. It's kind of like the iPass button in the McLaren P1, but It's growing on me every time I see it. I'm not a big fan of those wheels. I got to be honest; those kind of give me Lamborghini vibes, but sure we can get some multi spokes on there and have it looking pretty sweet. Yeah, those are definitely looking like some Lambo wheels right there, but check it out, guys. They released these clips. There, like I said, there were a couple of little photos going around, and from those photos, I wasn't a big fan of it. But now that I'm kind of seeing it from all angles and starting to understand some of those design elements, like the doors for aerodynamics, it's starting to make more sense, and I'm becoming more of a fan of the car, I should say. So look at that. It's kind of showing all the aerodynamics, but look at that wing. I've never seen anything like it. I really haven't. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I didn't know what to think of it at first, but it is pretty cool. When you hit race mode, the car will hunker down, the wing will extend out and kind of get that long tail effect going on, and you're ready to hit the track, guys. There it is. I mean, it is sweet. This car is pretty sweet looking. I got nothing bad to say about the looks anymore. And I'm sure when you see one in person, it's not going to resemble a C8, right? I'm sure it's going to stand out. But then again, all these cars are kind of starting to look similar. And that is a worry about the future of these supercars and exotic cars. Are they all going to start to look the same? Are we all going hybrid? I get it, the 1,000 horsepower, but it's hard to put down 1,000 horsepower. My car, my AMG is at about 650, and I can't put that power down without spinning the tires. So, from my understanding, a lot of the torque is available in the lower RPM range, and these things do stick pretty well. So, I'm guessing that the technology is there to be able to put down that type of power and. Got to make sure you're a good driver if you're going to be behind the wheel of a 1,200 plus horsepower rear wheel drive car. Like I said earlier, the SF90 is faster than this in a 0 to 60. This is faster than the P1, but it is rear wheel drive in comparison to like the SF90. And I'm sure the Ferrari LaFerrari successor is going to be all wheel drive, and I'm sure the Porsche one will be also. So that's what sets this one apart, which is pretty sweet. There are those dihedral door, or not dihedral doors. I don't know what you would call those. They're the gull wings, is what I would call them. Pagani doors, SLS doors. You know, the original 300 SL, from Mercedes. It gives me those vibes for sure, which is cool. Nothing bad again. At least it has cool doors. But there are those fixed bucket seats, guys. Pretty sweet right there. Like I said, the steering wheel and the pedals will kind of come up towards you, which is sweet. Never seen that in a McLaren before, and it was done for weight reduction. So these guys are chasing times. They're chasing times, seconds. If they can shave down seconds on their times around these tracks, it means a lot, and they can kind of grab the crown of certain tracks, and there it is. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around and watching this video review of the McLaren W1. Be sure to comment below and let me know what you think of the McLaren P1 successor and what you think about the Ferrari LaFerrari successor that may be coming out and the Porsche 918 Spyder. Which one are you guys looking most forward to seeing? Be sure to smash that subscribe button, guys. We're only getting started here. I'm going to find another car to review for you right now, and just let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love.